Okay, thank you. If I can have a bit of your time, there's something I wanted to do, to show some respect and show some honor to one of our individuals. This person really helped me through all my years, as I spent with the tribe. A lot of times pulled me aside, corrected me, educated me on stuff. So, and he's not, I don't even know if he knows, but Herald Dean, if you can come forward, we want to do honoring. It's something the Oglala Sioux tribe was trying to get done, but now the time has presented itself. So I want him to come forward. President Frank Starr, Isaac, if you can come up. We want to call Ivan, Ivan, if you can come up too. I'm not Ivan, Duale, Keys. You. So, like I said, Harold's been going through, kind of a period there where, it was kind of a fight. So we want to show our appreciation and give him our support from this body, because we all know he's been to these treaty meetings for many years, and he's very knowledgeable in the things that we have, the things that face our nation. So we asked Keith if he can come make some prayers, and then we are going to have the president say a few words. So first of all, we'll Julia.
Donna Yahiko, Chantewaste Yatrokiana Pechus Papalo. Well, Hechi Kolama le Trea. Oitra Chan Naha Itroka Oyante Naichiji Naha Hechi Hektakia 1990-92 Ogalala Oitra Chan Egalepi. Tribal chairman. Naha Hektakia Alexiwa Fulskro Donalana Waphaha Kunaha Heche Oyate Wachia Piapi O Hektakia Wanale Wokuje Suta Kwage Yukran Ogalakishi you can on petule le mangiake you can papte o cheke ajuta you can lila wopila tranka hechalo o hechonsa sage wan hechonsa oispe na tukte heche si changu ko heche washichu ana lila optapta tukte wa chiampi o hechonsa Iana o he o petu kilena o kachni rapi na heche yoni hapi na heche wo cheke wa karinkte yuka o kawi chasha o kana kapi wo cheke olo onje apo o he o yuha na sula na chewa chantewa chini hapi dala waji hechonsa wo cheke o karapi kteko. You know, at this time, I want to say a prayer for Herald Salway, was the tribal chairman for the Ogallala Sioux tribe. He also worked for the Roosevelt Sioux tribe. Also, Uncle Frank Foolscrow put a bonnet on him to represent the Kioshbai and to help the people. So today, we ask your help, your guidance, one mind, one heart. You know, it's very hard to tell people when you're under the weather. And he just told me that he had cancer. But he said he beat it with all the relatives' prayers and medicine. So he's happy. He's here today. So help me pray along as we send our voice to a Creator here in the sacred Black Hills.
Okay, good afternoon. This proclamation by the president of the Oglala Sioux Tribe, Frank Starr, comes out on the 17th day of May, 2023. I hereby execute this honorary proclamation for Herald Salway, left hand. Through traditional ceremony, Mr. Herald Salway, left heron, was bestowed an Itancha for the Oglala Lakota Oyate. He has many years of experience as a leader, as a public safety officer, safety of dams director, parks and recs director, OLC Board of Trustees, Smithsonian Board of Trustees, Washington, D.C., Natural Resources Director, Joint Reorganization, Department of Interior, Bureau of Indian Affairs, Oglala Sioux Tribe, Director, Rapid City Indian Health Board, Director, Teoshpai Grants, OST 5th member 86 to 88, Vice President 88 to 90, President 2 terms 1988 to 2000 and 1990 to 92. Hosted presidential visit with President Clinton. Mr. Salway has 24 years of dedicated service. Wopila. Mr. Salway, left Huron, is currently battling an illness, yet his willingness and courage to have enabled him to continue through with strength. He is a true beacon of hope and inspiration. Now, therefore, I, Frank Starr, comes out, President of Oglala Sioux Tribe, pursuant to the authority vested in me as President of the tribe, do hereby proclaim May 17, 2023 as Herald Salway Left Heron Appreciate Day on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in appreciation for the outstanding dedication, services, and contributions Mr. Herald Salway Left Heron has given to the Oglala Sioux Tribe, its members, and Indian country. In witness, therefore, I hear unfruento set my hand the 17th day of May, 2023. Signed, Frank Starr comes out, President of Oglala Sioux Tribe. Hoka. If the people could come through, not that you up below. Aho, Wopila. Like she, okay, we want to give you all the strength and encouragement and our prayers to help you get better and get stronger. And I hope that star quote that is given to you protects you and brings everything good to you. And people, thank you for your time. Talk y'all say.
Well, as soon as everyone gets settled and ready, we're going to listen to Andy Reid. So. And then Ione will follow him. Oh, we're going to say a few words before we Andy gets on.
Go ahead. Okay. Hello, this is me again. This is Lovey, and hello, my brother, James. He's watching. And so I would like to say a few words here. Some very, very important, heartfelt words. Back in 2013, we were at a meeting. We heard rumors of something going to happen our land, Red Shirt land. So we were sitting in there, didn't know where, and here Herald came. Herald came and sat with us in that meeting, and he started talking, and he told us. He said, National Park and members of the Oglala Sioux Tribe Council are planning to take over Red Shirt. They're going to put buffaloes in there, and they're going to take Cedar Creek and on into South Unit. And they're going to take your land. And nobody believed it. We just all sat there looking. That's what that buffalo, because they said buffaloes were coming, but we didn't know when. And so, and here we start talking among each other. And Paul Little, our tribal council member from our district, was sitting in there. He got up and he tore into Harold. It was none of his business what he told. And he had no right telling us that. And he said that he's not going to let that. It's not going to be interfered no matter what. It was like a done deal. And so I talked to Paul, and I told Paul, Paul, I said, you're a council member for our district. We voted you in. And this is what you're doing to us behind our back. You're going to take our land, and you're going to take everything that's east of the highway down the middle of Red Shirt. And he said, well, it's good for the people. It's good for them. You're going to have buffalo. And I told him, no, it's not going to happen. And I said, I don't want anything I don't want no backlash against anything on Harold, because I said, we talked and we're going to impeach you. You try anything, we're going to impeach you. And you try this on us, we'll do that anyway. And then that's when we started calling. We started getting hold of ranchers. And the ranchers, they live right there on Red Shirt. Started getting hold of the people in tribal, and we got together again. And they said, it's true, it's marked, and the paperwork's out, and we're getting it. And the paperwork started hitting Red Shirt. And they're going to take that land. There's 3 churches. They're going to take it. And the graveyards. If we want to protect it, we have to fence them up because the buffaloes are coming in. And the people that lived there on the east side along the bank of the table, they were going to be moved to Slim Buttes. That was their plan. And so we didn't have a lawyer. We didn't have nobody but ourselves. We didn't have anyone. Our council members weren't with us. There's only a few that helped us out of that council. The remainder turned on us. Jim Meeks was one of them. Craig Dillon was one of them. And Ruth Brown was vocal. And so, again, we got together, we called a meeting. And we called it in the gym. So Brian came down. And Brian, he just told me outright, it can't happen. It won't happen. And the superintendent from National Park came and sat there among us. And it was a sad day for us. It didn't end there. They were sneaky. They won't tell us anything. And so we had to get together and get to the council meetings that were called. Protest out into Wombly. We were over there and ranchers came in. And ranchers helped us. They helped us. They gave gas money. They brought in food. And then they had a meeting in Cedar Pass. And so we went. And here, what they call him, Brenneman? He was there. He's the superintendent of the parks. And he started talking. The ranchers were in there. And he started talking about the cattle that they were going to bring in. See, up until then, like it was a done deal. They weren't listening to us. And he said, I said, what kind of cattle are you bringing in? I said, they're going to get butchered. And here he said, it can't be. They're genetic. They're genetic buffaloes. And they're going to move us. They're going to get rid of us. They're going to run us out for genetic buffaloes? No. So we left from there. That meeting, the rancher said, okay, we're going to go to another meeting. It's called in Rapid City. And he's looking for funding. And we're going to have it at Dolphin Arts Center. So we came to Dolphin Arts Center. They were all there. It was packed. Packed. So we went in there again. And he started showing it on a slide. This is the Badlands. And this is the land that's going to come in. This is the buffalo that's going to come in. All this to these sponsors. So I got up, walked up there. I took the mic and I started telling the people, they're removing us from our land. They're taking our churches and graveyards. They're moving people out of there, about 20, 25 miles away on tribal land. That was their plan. And I said, we're not going to let it happen. It can't happen. This is our home. And then on that paper, it says if they need more than that highway, they're going to take it. And that's where we live. They need more adjacent, they'll take the land. And I live there, and I'm not going to let it happen. We talked quite a bit, and he kept trying to take the phone over, the mic away from me, but I walk away. And then I gave it back to him because they were all getting up and leaving. And that was horrible. That was terrible. People were afraid. They're afraid. And the minister lived there, and he just constantly calling, constantly coming, wanting to know more what we were doing. What are you doing? You know, how much more do you have to do to stop them? Well, we stopped them. Brian said, they brought in a paper for him to sign. And he told them, no, I'm not signing this. And if you sign it, he said, you're going to all go to prison. You're going to all go. There's no public domain on this reservation. And he said, you cannot take homes like this. You can go to prison. And that was it. And it just stopped right there. And then we worked at it, but about 13, 14 council members never got back on again. To this day, some of them have never got back on. And if something happens again, we got Frank that's going to be vocal and get out. When they're talking about more buffaloes, 1,000 head, and one of the ex-councilman told my daughter, it's highway to highway again, meaning they're going to come and try to take Red Shirt. And we know who they are that's going to do that. Wildlife Federation is one of them. And so this is another one that's coming up in 4 days. We heard about it, and we're going to hear more about it again. But we'll be prepared. We will be more prepared than we were before. But thanks to Harold. Harold's the one that woke us up there. And I'm forever grateful to him. Because he was the only one dared to stand up. Thank you, Frank.